and welcome back to Cricket Compared, to our channel, and today we are going to be doing another podcast, and this one is about all-rounders. So we're going to be picking an all-rounder for our team. I'm with a different special guest for last time, her first time and certainly not her last on the channel. It's Hazel. Welcome, Hazel.
Hello, Henry. Very excited to be on your channel. I've been hoping to be on your channel for a little while now, so this is exciting.
Pleased to get the call then.
Yeah, I made the cut.
So, let's get straight into it. All-rounders. So we're going to start with a Pakistani all-rounder. So I think you'll probably know what's coming. It's Imran Khan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fun fact about Imran Khan, he's now the Prime Minister of Pakistan, which I did not know until I looked him up earlier. So that was kind of fun. So he's the second, apparently he's the second fastest to achieve the all-rounders triple. So that is 3,000 runs and 300 wickets in just 75 tests.
75 tests?
Which is nuts.
Actually.
That is crazy.
Are you joking? Okay. If we look at stats, 88 tests, 3,800 runs, and 362 wickets. So he averages 37.7 with the bat and 22.8 with the ball, which is excellent.
Yeah, I think a proper all-rounder, as in his bowling and batting. Often with all-rounders, they're much better at one, much better at the other. But I think he's one of those all-rounders that is generally very balanced in terms of what he's better at.
Yeah. Also, something that I'd like to add on that, specifically to what you were saying, is an all-rounder should be able to be in the team if they couldn't bat. So they should be able to just get in on their bowling or just get in on their batting. That is the true all-rounder, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's how you can really define an all-rounder as well, because there are plenty of batsmen who can bowl and there are plenty of bowlers who can bat, but there aren't a lot who can do both to an international standard, and I think that's how you find a real all-rounder, basically.
Yeah. So now we've defined an all-rounder. Let's go on to the Indian one now. Played in 131 tests. It's Kapil Dev.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he was an awesome fast bowler and a hard-hitting middle-order batsman. So he's quite known for, being the person on the team that could really get those runs when everything was going a little bit wrong. And yeah, he was an awesome player.
Yeah, so he averaged 31.1 with the bat over, like I said before, 131 tests and 5,250 runs. 8 centuries, actually, which is quite good. Mm-hmm. And 434 wickets. Wow. Yeah, wow at the same time. 23 5-wicket hauls and 17 4-wicket hauls.
Mm-hmm.
And also a best bowling in an innings of 9 for 83.
Nice,
which isn't too bad.
It's pretty good.
I probably wouldn't do any better. But so our next one, he is a modern great. He plays IPL, CPL, BBL all over the world. Ben Stokes.
Of course, we couldn't have done a podcast about all-rounders without talking about Ben Stokes. He's definitely, as Henry was saying, one of the biggest stars of the game at the moment, probably the most famous cricketer at the moment, I would go so far to say. And I think he's just got that ability to really just turn a game on its head in no time at all. Obviously, we saw that at Headingley.
And actually in South Africa, the second test match, England needed... I think it was 2-3 wickets in the last kind of 10 overs, and he stood up, dismissed Ondrej Nortje, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Vernon Philander to get England the win.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's just someone that can read the game so well and just understand what his part in the game has to be. And I think that's such an amazing skill and such an incredible person to have on the team as well.
Yeah, just running through stats here, 63 tests, just north of 4,000 runs, and 147 wickets.
Yeah, pretty good.
And actually, under 30 years old, he's only 29 now.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to be around for a while. He doesn't seem to be slowing down.
If he does a Jimmy Anderson and plays till he's 39.
I reckon. At least 50.
And now, actually, another Englishman. It's Andrew Flintoff, the TV presenter. So, Hazel, I'll let you kind of go on about him.
What a great guy. I was saying earlier that Fred was just one of those players that probably the first player that I really remember being like a huge cricket star. Obviously just like such a famous cricketer. He's obviously he was an incredible batter and bowler, but I think particularly bowler, in my opinion. But he got 3,845 runs in 79 tests, which I think is pretty good. But he also got, 226 wickets in the same number of tests. He was just kind of amazing at both. And, the other thing about Freddie is just like he's clearly such a big personality. Like he was always known for being this huge presence and just having this amazing energy that kind of he gave to the rest of the team as well.
To be honest, Hazel, I actually thought you were going to stop at big person because he's actually 1.93 metres tall.
He's pretty tall.
He's bordering on the West Indian 1980s fast bowlers, who I'm sure we'll discuss in our fast bowlers podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very tall guy, but also very broad. So I think he would be quite a scary presence for the other team.
And now, actually, this brings us to our first Sir of the people that we're having here. So actually, random fact about Sir Richard Hadley. He is the only Test cricketer to be knighted while still playing Test cricket.
That is a random fact. I like it.
So 86 Tests, 3,124 runs, two Test centuries, and an average of 27.2. And actually an average with the ball of 22.3 and 431 wickets.
Yeah, pretty impressive as well. He's seen as this amazing, one of the greatest fast bowlers, but also one of the greatest all-rounders, and you can kind of understand why. And it also kind of goes to show, he got knighted when he was still playing. They already knew he was a legend when he was still playing.
Yeah. And also, can I point out his conversion rate from 4 wickets into 5 wickets? 25 4 wickets and 36 5 wickets.
Oh. So almost every, that's only, 11 times he got 4 wickets and didn't get 5 wickets. Which is
so
pretty impressive.
Yeah, so 61 out of the 86 tests that he played, if he never got a 5 wicket and a 4 wicket, or a 5 wicket and or a 10 wicket haul in the same test, that would be 61 out of 86. That's just over 20 tests that he didn't get a 4 or 5 for in, but obviously that would be more because he has got 10 wicket hauls.
Clearly such a great player, and especially just clearly very solid as well. If you can get that amount of wickets, you can always kind of have that reliance on that player as well.
Yeah. So another Sir, part of the team that was the team of the 1980s. It's the West Indies, and it's Sir Garfield Sobers.
Of course. Again, a legend. There are a lot of legends among all-rounders, I feel like. But he was originally taken on just as a bowler, I believe, and then he kind of got his maiden Test century in 1958. He got 365 not out, which was the highest ever until Lara broke the record.
Of course, against England.
Of course.
I actually didn't know his 365 was his maiden century.
Yeah, no, me neither. I found that out earlier. I think just again, an incredible, he's one of the most famous cricketers. He he scored, 8,032 runs in 93 tests. That's nuts as well. And his average was 57.78, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Given that he was just taken on as a bowler, like, what?
Yeah.
So he's also he has the fifth highest batting average in Test cricket in the list of cricketers with more than 5,000 runs. So he's obviously like very consistent, as well as, you know, being able to produce a lot of wickets and a lot of runs, you know.
Yeah. So also something, a random fact, I'm full of them about cricket. He is one of only two people to have taken more than 200 wickets and scored more than 8,000 runs, and the other one is actually Jack Kallis, who we're actually going to move on to now. So next person is, big reveal, Jack Kallis. You guessed it.
Yeah. I mean, another, like, I don't think I could say enough about Jack Kallis. Like, he's genuinely, like, lots of cricketers have said he's the best player in the game, or potentially ever. And I think that is honestly, like, a title that could be, he's nothing, you know.
Fourth highest run scorer in Test match history, and 8 wickets shy of 300.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
what can you say?
Really nothing. So he's the only cricketer to score more than 10,000 runs and take over 250 wickets in both Test and ODI matches.
Yeah.
So, you know, he just such like solid player. Like, you could rely on him. He actually got a century in his final Test, which obviously Cook did again recently. But for someone that's technically an all-rounder, so can do both bowling and batting, that is just crazy.
And most bowlers would actually be pretty happy with an average of 32.6, and he also averaged 55.4 with the bat. So
definitely like a true all-rounder. Like,
absolutely.
He's probably more known for his batting, but obviously his bowling is still incredible.
Yeah.
And like a lot of his teammates and also people that he played against kind of described him as a very like solid presence. So he was very solid. You could really rely on him. But he was also just this kind of wall. You couldn't really phase him. And he didn't particularly have a very flashy style, but he was just really good at kind of getting in and staying in. And that's, I think, what made him such a great player.
Yeah, and he also formed a kind of, a bit more towards the end of his career, a formidable partnership. Do you like my pun? He normally batted at number 4, a formidable partnership.
Wow.
I probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
When you have to explain it, Henry.
Yeah, so he formed a formidable partnership with Hashim Amla, who batted at 3 for the most part of his career, who actually we discussed in our Number 3's podcast. I'll leave a link to that in the video description right down below. So 166 tests, and also actually he batted quite a bit with Graham Smith.
Again, another really
considered like one of the greatest captains ever.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely like one of those players that just you couldn't like say enough about. Like, he's just so clearly like so good at what he did and still does. I believe he's coach on the South African team now.
He is.
So he's still kind of involved in the game, and I think that's pretty cool.
And he's actually not particularly tall, only 1.8 metres.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I think, you know, I feel like that's not that surprising, but also you kind of expect him to be a bigger presence. Like, he was probably a bigger presence than he was
in height.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our final all-rounder, and a final Sir, actually. Obviously known for his 1981 Headingley Test, Surrey and Botham.
Of course. Lots of knights among the all-rounders. But yeah, I think obviously, again, Ian Botham was one of those people that you just kind of have to talk about when you're talking about all-rounders, because, I mean, what a legend. Still, you know, commentating on the game to this day. Known
as Beefy.
Beefy Botham. I was watching, I don't know if you've been watching these, Henry, but the replays of the 1980s games, and I was just struck by the mullets. He definitely had a great mullet in the 80s. But yeah, so he had 102 tests and a batting average of 33.5, and he got 5,200 runs in those tests. And then in terms of bowling, he had a bowling average of 28.4, and he got 383 wickets. So again, just like super impressive stats. But again, he's kind of one of those players that have the ability of just like changing the game.
Yeah, and I'd also, sorry to interrupt you, just like to point out his bowling conversion rate from 4 wickets into 5 wickets. 17 4 wickets and 27 5 wickets, which I'm sure we'll mention in the Fast Bowlers podcast that is going to be coming out soon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, only like that is again one of those. It's kind of a mark of a really solid bowler if they can convert 4 wickets to 5 wickets, I reckon. And yeah, I think he was, again, a true all-rounder. Like, he's known for both his batting and his bowling, and he could, as you say, easily have been on the team for either one of those.
Any batsman would dream of, averaging 33.5, and any bowler would dream of averaging 28.4, which I think is actually the key point in all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he got 27 fifers and 4 tenfers. He was the second player to get a match double, which is 100 runs and 10 wickets in the same match, which is...
Is that 100 runs in a single innings?
I guess so, but I'm not sure. It was, 100 runs and 10 wickets in a match, so it might well not be in the same innings, but I still think that's pretty impressive. Yeah,
I'm not complaining being English.
No, I think we've done pretty well for all-rounders. I can't remember when this exactly was, but I listened to TMS once, and Michael Vaughan was saying that one of the things that the English captains that have done really well in recent years have found is that they can do really well if they have a really good all-rounder. So obviously Ian Botham in the 80s, but then he had Freddie Flintoff, and Joe Root now has Ben Stokes, and he was kind of talking about how those all-rounders are just such like an underpinning part of the team.
Yeah. You need all-rounders in a team, there's no question about it.
Yeah, definitely. Can't do without them.
So, that brings us actually to the end of the podcast. We've discussed 7 or 8. I think it's 8. 8?
I think it's
8. We probably should cut that. 8 incredible all-rounders. All of them deserve a spot in the team. But Hazel, I'm going to ask you to tear our listeners apart and pick your all-rounder.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like even as an English person, I feel like I should choose one of our English players, but I feel like I'm going to go for Jack Kallis, just because I feel like he is so solid with both the bat and the ball. I think for a great team, you need someone who can do both really well. And I just think he was I think you need someone who's that really solid presence in a team. So I think I'm going to go for Kallis.
Yeah.
What about you, Henry?
Yeah, and going back to your TMS thing, Graham Smith was an extremely successful captain, and Kallis was in his team for the most part of him being captain.
Yeah.
So I think that just highlights what was it Vaughan?
There's definitely a partnership, yeah.
Was it Vaughan that said that?
Yeah, it was Vaughan, yeah.
Vaughan. So I have to, I'll admit it, I'm going for Kallis. I'm not copying you, Hazel. I have my mind made up.
All right.
Before you said it. I just think being the 4th highest run scorer in Test history and having very nearly 300 wickets is just, you can't put it into words.
No, you
Obviously,
can't.
we've tried to, discussing him. I struggled.
Yeah, we've done our best, but I think it's hard to stress like how incredible of a player he was. I think he was almost one of those people that was just so hard to play because he just had like so much in his tank that the opposition could just so rarely kind of get through him.
Yeah, so that brings us to the end of another podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you're not already a Cricket Compared subscriber, smash the subscribe button and the like button, but try not to break your device. And we'll be back. You not heard my catchphrase yet. And we'll be back soon with another video. Until then, peace out.